You guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is raining again in Houston, and I know I was supposed to do a video last week, but I had some business that I had to take care of. So now now I'm back, and I'm going to do the how I used to do my makeup throughout the years video. Have fun watching this. So when I first started my makeup, much like regular people, I started with a black eyeliner, and I only put it on the bottom, and I put it on so thick because I guess I was going through my little emo phase. So yeah, and let me show you how thick I did it, because I did it terribly. Let's see. This was my everyday look to school in maybe middle school, and I used like my mom's old pencil, so it was like this big, and I just piled it on until it was gone, and then I didn't know what to do anymore. So then I got a new one, and I was like, okay, my eye looks kind of weird because it's super black down here and it's not super black up here. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna line the top too. And I almost blinded myself and poked my eye out. I don't know how many times doing this. This is literally how I did my eyeliner. You see how thick it is? It's ridiculous. And then I started using mascara, and I did my mascara so much that I would feel my eyebrows touch my eyelashes touch my eyebrows, and it was ridiculous. And those of you who know me now, I don't even wear mascara, so I can't show you how that looked, but I put on like 5 different kinds of mascara. I had the one with the little white side, and then the black side, and then I used volumizer, and then I used a different kind, and then I used a different kind for my bottom lashes, and it was ridiculous how much mascara I put on, and I don't even use it anymore. And then I started with my blush and my little trend that I had. So I used the same thing I use now, my pH blush, and I would use my mom's blush brush, which magically I have today, and I would just apply this literally all over my cheeks. It was ridiculous. And sometimes it would be too pink, but I did not care. I just piled it on because that's what I liked to do. Then I used one of these nail art pens. We had them in every color because my sister likes to do nails. And I would put these 3 dots on my cheekbones. So this is literally how I looked with lots of eyeshadow, and I thought this was cool, and I did it all the time, and I did it in millions of different colors. We had like light blue, green, we had white, black, all kinds of different colors. And this is probably not healthy for your face, but I did it anyways. So then after that, I finally started wearing semi-foundation. So what I would do is, let me take off all this nasty blush. I would use the concealer that I use now, Garnier Skin Renew, which is way too white for me, obviously, because I use it as concealer now. But I would take it and I would put it all over my face. All over. No primer, no moisturizer, nothing. I just put it all over my face. And sometimes I would miss spots, but I didn't care. I literally just rubbed it in with my fingers. I didn't use a sponge. I didn't use anything because my mom didn't really allow me to wear makeup or buy makeup products with my money until I got a little older. So I literally just rubbed this in all over my face. All over. Oh, I got black up here. Nice. All over. And you see, this is like way too white for me, but I did not care. And then I was like, well, the rest of my face is white, my eyes are black, and my eyebrows are so light compared to what they should be. So I started filling in my eyebrows. And let me tell you, I did not fill them in good. I filled them in with the closest thing to black as I could get, and it was terrible. The closest thing I could find to the color I used to use for my eyebrows is this dark, almost black brown in this e.l.f. palette. And I used this exact brush, which I still have today, and I would just pile this stuff on. And my eyebrows were never done, so I would fill them so that you couldn't see that my eyebrows weren't done. And one time, this boy in class, his name was Andrew, I was like, hey, can I pluck your eyebrows? And he goes, are you going to draw them in with a Sharpie like you do yours? And I literally cried that day. It was so mean. But yeah, then I would like straight fill this in, just black. There's that, and then once again I would, pile my blush on, and then I kind of got the concept that, hey, maybe it should only go over here. It looks a little better that way. And I think one of my friend's moms told me, your blush is supposed to accent your makeup, not add to it. So I was like, oh, okay, so I should stop applying so much that I look like a freaking pin doll. And I just put it in the apples of my cheeks, and I was like, okay, that looks okay. It doesn't look so bad. And I promise you this looked better with my super long eyelashes that came up to here. And then I would still do my 3 dots, of course. And people would always ask me, like, are you in a gang? Why do you do that? And I'm like, oh, because it brings out my cheekbones. No, this does not bring out my cheekbones. I don't know what it does, why I did it. I learned what a spoolie is, and I started to blend my eyebrows so they didn't look so terrible. But I still wasn't good at them because I didn't have anything to do them with except dark eyeshadow. And so I just blended that, and I was like, hey, maybe I should try with liquid liner. And I used something that was from a different brand that is kind of similar to the Master Precise that I use here and there now. And it was like a shorter one, and it was not very sharp at the top. At this point, I eased up on my bottom eyeliner because I was wearing top eyeliner, and I still had a ton of mascara, which once again I don't use, so I don't have anywhere. And my blush, I completely took off my 3 dots because people thought I was in a gang. Then one of my friend's moms was like, you never start your day out without wearing lipstick. So I had this Barbie pink lipstick, which I don't have the color of anymore, and so I'm just going to use a nude lipstick, and I wore that everywhere. And then I was like, eyeshadow. I really want to try eyeshadow. So I would do my eyeliner first. Why? Who has a clue? But I would do it first, and the closest color that I can find to the color I used to use is Luscious or Lucius, I don't know how you say that, in my Kat Von D palette, which is this light brown color, which I am very comfortable with because I still use it today. And I would put that in my crease, which was like left very little room for anything else because my eyeliner was so thick. And I would use a lighter color, which I actually think I still have. And this is what I do, it's right here. And I would use this light brown color right here, and I would put that all over my life. And then on the top, I was like, this needs to blend because that's a sharp line. So I would put this purpley-ish pink color on top up here. And then I would just swipe it like I had no concept of blending. Well, I guess I did. I understood that it needed to be blended, but I didn't know. Hey, if you go in a circle, it'll blend. So I just literally like a painting, just wiped it away until it blended. And that's how that looked. This is not bad. It's just kind of natural makeup, and that was my everyday go-to. And then I stopped using blush as blush. And I started using it to contour because I didn't know what the hell to contour with. So I used it as bronzer. And so I would use this straight brush, similar to this kind of. And I would make a kissy face. I would use a blush brush and blend it so that it didn't look so defined. And then I saw one of my friends, Vanessa, and she had a wing. And I was like, I want to do that. And I bet you I can do it better than her because I was like, I'm never going to say that I was great at makeup because there was always someone who was better than me in the world, yes. But for my grade level, I was always at the top. Like nobody else did makeup like I did. Well, maybe, but not that many people could do makeup like me. And so I was like, okay, I bet you I can do a wing better. So the next day, I went to school and I was like, you see where this ends? Maybe I should just bring it up a little. And so I would literally just make that line and drag it down. So this is exactly how my wing looks, just like that. And I'll go to school like this every day. That brings us to current day because I started watching so many videos. Well, I didn't even watch videos, to be honest. I would stare at girls' makeup until I was like, hey, I can do that. I know how to do that. And I would just stare until I could figure out how to do it, and then I would do it. And that brings me to where I am today. And I recently started watching tutorials, so I can't even say I got better at because I was watching tutorials. But yes, this is my past makeup. And thank you guys for watching.
You're welcome.